I'm Rick, and I thought I'd do a book review. The book's called How to Read Water, Clues and Patterns from Puddles to the Sea. The author's a fella, a Pom I think, called Tristan Gooley. I'm guessing that the author is one of the series of those extraordinary English eccentrics that only England seems to produce. In the book he tells a story about how he starts watching the way waves refract in puddles, and then later on reveals that he was doing this on a puddle that's on a footpath slap bang in the middle of London. Being a recreational diver, I'm interested in water, but perhaps not so much London puddles. I want to know how the wind affects the waves and how the waves affect the visibility and what that adds to the general underwater experience. The book has certainly given me some insights and certainly helped me understand what I'm looking at, why it's that way, and what impact it's going to have on the things that I'm interested in. Gooley starts small, then works his way up, pointing out the commonalities. Things that you see in puddles, you can also see in the ocean. He talks about peoples who were seafaring peoples who didn't have the benefits of modern technology, but could still navigate their way very satisfactorily around the areas where they lived. These are people like the Vikings, the Melanesians, the Polynesians, or even the Europeans before the invention of good clocks. Here's a sample reading. In 1773, Captain Cook was at his most alert as he sailed close to a treacherous area of the Pacific called the Tuamotu Archipelago. The islands had been nicknamed the Dangerous Archipelago by sailors who had known too many ships smashed on their reefs. Cook couldn't see the lands or the scattered reefs that surrounded them, but he knew they were there because he could feel them. Cook didn't have a psychic sixth sense. He was tuned to the behaviour of the water and had noticed that the swell, which should have been running from the south, waves that normally would have been easy to feel, were definitely absent. It was straightforward for him to deduce that the archipelago must have been to his south and was shielding him from those waves. One comment that he made, which I found very heartening, was that even though these people were extremely skilled and had a strong cultural history in developing these skills, it's still possible for a European or someone of European extraction to learn the skills. I did find the book a slow read. I had to sit down and persist with it. It's not the sort of thing that, it doesn't hold your attention, so you have to page turn, then turn the next page, then turn the next page. If you do persist, it's well and truly worth it. So if you're interested in currents, if you're interested in reading waves, you're interested in water at night, interested in the way waves impact on coast, this is the book for you. I got my copy online through Booktopia.